Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WAT podcast. This is season 2, episode 5. I am currently 1 month in lockdown.
Well, has it really been a month for you guys?
Yeah, it's been a month for me at least. I don't know for other people, but for me at least, it's been a month. How long has it been for you?
Who knows, man? Honestly, don't know.
Are you sleepy?
No, ish. Every time is just so strange, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm not afraid to take a nap at like 9 o'clock and wake up at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
dude,
because we have nothing to talk about,
we have so many things to talk about.
We have nothing interesting has happened.
So many. Okay, listen. So many interesting things have happened, but they're all about coronavirus. And
we don't want to talk about that because
we all know how bored to death everyone is.
Everyone is about it. Yeah.
Like, obviously, we would highly recommend that you stay informed and read about it.
Yeah.
And because like death cases are rising, for example, in the UK. Like, Italy did see like, a stagnation at some point.
Yeah. I mean, they're stagnant now.
Yeah. But death cases are still on the rise everywhere else. So stay informed.
Yeah.
Read the news.
Yep.
No?
But here, I feel like our podcast is not a platform where, we can educate people on it. I think I feel like I would want to use the time that we have right now to, like, kind of distract everyone from what's going on.
Like, I personally believe, considering the journalism skills I have seen regarding coronavirus, I feel like we are more than capable. Just purely out of like some of the articles I've seen, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
Fair enough.
Is that okay? And obviously there are very competent journalists out there, and they are like, but you have to sift through so much garbage to get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we take majority of the journalism or the articles that you see, I feel like it just gives me so much confidence that maybe that's what, like, gives stupid people a platform, is like they see all this and they're like, I can do that better, so they go out and they voice their opinion, which is what I'm going through right now. Yeah. So okay, but like, obviously news is like dictated by the pandemic.
Yeah.
But we're not going to discuss it.
Yeah.
But there's something that I do want to discuss.
Oh, let's hear.
It's Ellen DeGeneres. This is my second celebrity attack.
Can I tell you something? Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to like a lot of the old podcasts, just trying, because I'm doing like the funny clips part.
Yeah.
And I remember one like back when we first started, right? We were just like, what? Beef works so well. And we actually like went on a whole thing where we would like, we started beef with like, we started, like, I'm doing that in air quotes, but like we started beef with like random people around, and you're like, oh, should I start beef with like like an entire race or something? So instead of, now I think we've shifted to racial beef, from racial beef to celebrity beef.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, I changed. I was a villain who just wanted to start beef.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of like,
you're a man of the people.
Yeah, I'm the man of the people. I voice and I attack the celebrities that need to be attacked. I've already taken down Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's not going to get any jobs anymore, and he's probably kicked out of the industry.
Ruined forever.
Yeah. Now, this one is a lot harder for that to happen. But, considering the momentum I got from Neil deGrasse Tyson, like, like the
Yeah.
following.
Might as well. Might as well.
Might as well.
Right.
And the next celebrity that's getting attacked is Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay, let's hear it.
She's a piece of shit. If you like Ellen DeGeneres, I want you to just know that she's a fucking piece of shit.
What happened? Give me the context behind this.
Okay. So, recently, a Watch Mojo video came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, saying, like, the 10 things, like, Ellen DeGeneres does. And it's, like, she... Like, for example, if you go into her office, right? She'll have, like, gum. And she'll be like, you smell, so go back out of the office. Like, or take the gum, because she has a sensitive nose and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She doesn't talk to any of, like, the non-essential people on set. Okay? She's like, she's just done all these shady shit. Okay? And she's a very horrible human being. Until, like, at a point when that video came out, some guy tweeted and was like, for every bad thing you tell me Ellen DeGeneres has done to you, like, from former employees and stuff, I'll donate, like, $10 or something. And he got, like, thousands of, like, tweets of Ellen DeGeneres just being an asshole. So, if you would, obviously we don't have the time, and I've made a statement, but I mean, if you just go to YouTube and you just search Ellen DeGeneres Watch Mojo as the starting point, but I've, like, because I've had the time and I, like, go through the news and everything, I did decide to, like, explore deeper. And she's a very, very horrible human being. Like, yeah, she's very nice, but, like, she's all about the beef.
Like, off camera, she's like that.
Yeah, off camera.
But on camera, she's all, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, she has this persona. Yeah, right. But then, recently, she hosted a show. And she has been one of the... Obviously, a lot of celebrities have just been really cringe. But she has been one of those people who just, like, uploaded videos of her crying. Sitting in a mansion. And then yesterday, she's like... it feels like I'm in a prison. Like, while sitting in her mansion, she's like... I feel like this is, like, a prison. Because... And I wouldn't, like, just quote that, but she did say, like, it's because I'm in the same clothes and, like, everybody in here is gay.
Yeah.
Quotes like that. But still, she is such an agitating human being. Like, I saw the video of her crying when she was, like, locked in for, like, 2 weeks, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Bro.
Right.
Like, I have been in a room with 4 walls, okay? Literally 4 walls and a window.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. Which is a lot closer to a prison than your goddamn glass mansion. Okay. Right. Which probably has acres of land. And even I'm not crying as much as you.
But to be honest, okay. I'm not trying to justify it or anything. But like our emotional sensitivity is quite low.
That's
like
fair.
I feel like for me and you, it would take a lot for us to cry.
Okay, no, listen. Okay, that's fair.
But I also feel like a lot of people who have quite a high sensitivity, of, like, crying and all that, have been fairly stable during this point, and I don't know. I feel like just watching celebrities cry like right now has to be one of the most, like, infuriating things that can actually happen, because you're just like, why like, what is wrong in your life that you're crying? Are you not you're probably just not making money because you don't have anything to, like, shoot for or anything like that.
It really is. And okay, listen, I totally get, like, everyone has a different way of dealing with it, right? And everyone probably is going through, like, everyone wants to get up. Like, at this point, like, everyone is going through that. But, like, come on, like, at some point you have to realize this is bigger than you. Right? Like, you have to realize this lockdown is not... It's, like, it's bigger than you.
Yeah.
Like, you're just, like, a tiny fraction in, like, millions of people just staying home. Because at this point, like, 100,000 people have died from this.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you can't like think about it in the grand scheme of things, and like just be like, okay, yeah, fine, I am going through this, you know,
Yeah.
but like kind of put it in perspective. If like it's bigger than me,
I think
and try to deal with it.
it's more become it's become more of a problem
Yeah,
because they actually film themselves while they're crying. I feel like a lot
yeah,
of us are just like, if we have like a breakdown, we're just like, okay, fine, whatever. But like none
yeah.
of us actually film it and put it up on the internet. I don't think celebrities need to do that either way. Like just because they're celebrities, they don't need to film that shit and put it online.
Mm-hmm.
Like just let it be. Um,
Yeah,
that definitely makes it worse by
yeah.
far.
And like I guess I am coming from a very like reductionist point of view, because like so many people have like internal things they might be going through, and
Yeah.
this is putting pressure on it, and it's
Yeah.
hard not to feel like when will this end.
Mm-hmm.
But and I've gone through those moments as well, so I know like when I'm like, fuck, this is
Mm-hmm.
like so infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I also think it, and that's why I'm saying like sometimes I think about it and I'm like, how much can I complain though? Like how much
Yeah.
can I like cry about this and like think about it as like not bigger than me? Like
Yeah.
seriously, like so yeah, Ellen DeGeneres is a bitch. And I mean, if I've said anything wrong and you want to offer, respectfully, like you want to offer a different opinion about this, feel free. Because I would
Yeah.
actually like to know, like I would.
Yeah.
And
Like, what do you think is the thought process behind, you know?
okay, no, my
Because I feel like think like if you're a celebrity and you're posting like people cry, like yourself crying, I don't know, that just it just promotes like so much negativity in a way, because people
yeah,
look up to you for like inspiration, or like, you
yeah,
know, when times when it's a rough time, they look up to you. They're like, okay, this person can like either make us laugh or like, make us look at the bright side of things or something. But no, here
mm-hmm.
you are bitching about staying in your fucking $1 billion
Yeah,
mansion.
your multi-million-dollar mansion where it has like like the thing that like what's frustrating, okay, and also
What?
like that's what I was going to clarify is like my thing was like more direct, like this is more directed to just celebrities, this is not to like all the other people, like
Mm-hmm.
the regular folk,
Mm-hmm.
because even though like I would like to say it applies to all of us, that we should just
Mm-hmm.
like at a point accept it, but like
Mm-hmm.
everyone might have their own thing that they're going through, so I'm not going to delve into that because that's a
Right.
whole complicated matter. And I personally feel like everyone should just realize that this is bigger. And but again, I might be very misinformed. So I'm if anyone wants to come and tell me like, this the way you're thinking is wrong.
Yeah.
Remember that what I'm saying is purely directed to celebrities.
Yeah.
Like it's just celebrities, because like people like celebrities have such big homes, they could literally walk around their yard and still get enough exercise, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
this
Yeah. Yeah.
weather,
Yeah.
they could literally go and sit outside in their lawn. But not everyone has the ability to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They have like movie theaters and pools, and they have like all these facilities in their house. And you're telling me you're still going to cry about it 2 weeks in? Not even like, it's been 6 months. But like
Yeah.
2 weeks into the thing, Ellen DeGeneres, you're gonna fucking cry about it. And you're right, like celebrities look up to like, people. And you know
Yeah.
what the worst thing is? I guarantee you. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna confirm this before I say it.
I saw like a news post from a while back, or like not even a while back, like on Tuesday or Wednesday, about one celebrity, and she had like an entire meltdown in her house
Yeah.
because her like appliances all stopped working on the same day. Okay, like I guess that is very frustrating,
Yeah.
because at a time like this you can't really get like a person out to your place to like fix all their shit. But damn, can you imagine like, okay, this is like day like fucking 20 of my lockdown. I'm gonna make some like a smoothie or something, but like my juicer stopped working. Shit. Okay, well now I guess I have to like let me just cook some food, and then you cook your food, you put it in the dishwasher is not working. Shit, okay, now let me do some laundry, like your washer is broken. Everything just breaks on the same. At that point, you just know, like, the universe hates you.
But you see, like, that's like, again, it's so much bigger than you. Like, that's like, I've seen people being like, like, or I've even heard, like, people complaining, like, because of school being cancelled and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we don't have graduation, we don't have this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't have graduation and, like, stuff like that. But again, like, this is so much bigger than that. Like, I don't get it. Like, how do you not, how are you comparing graduation to a global pandemic? Like, so what if you miss graduation? Like, how?
But then at the same time, I feel like you saying that doesn't have any much weight because you don't give a shit about graduation anyways.
Okay, but, like, there's so many things okay, let me put it in the biggest way, right? Let me put it in a way that I can explain. Liverpool is going to win the league, okay? No, biggest. This is. Listen, okay. Let me tell you something.
Okay. Continue.
Liverpool is going to win the league. Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Right.
But, like, 3 weeks later, when, like, like the show, like the thing about, like, the league being cancelled or whatever happened, right? Like, something very important to me, I guess, was Liverpool, like, because you waited for this and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Was my reaction like, oh, they can't do that? Was my reaction? I mean,
No,
like,
no.
as long as everyone's safe, right? Like, as long as, like,
fair enough.
if they have to cancel the league so no one gets hurt, then so be it. Because, like, this, everything seems so minute in the face of this pandemic that I don't understand how people can, like, focus on, like, tiny issues and, like, be so adamant about, like, making them a big deal.
Yeah, okay, that's
like,
fair.
So
that in that context, your argument is fair. Like, because you gave that example where you have been waiting for something for so long, it was about to happen, and then it got taken away. Well, we don't know if it got fully taken away yet, but the satisfaction of having the whole season played out and getting the win fair and square has been taken away from you.
And my reaction still wasn't like, fuck that, or, fuck these people, like, the universe just hates me. It's like, okay, yeah, so what? Who the fuck cares? So yeah, Liverpool don't win the title, so what? Like, there are people dying out there. How can you actually think about this and think it's that important?
Okay, fair enough.
And people are free to argue against me. Like, feel free to tell me like your own opinion. Please don't, like, get mad. Just feel free to, like, message me and provide your, like, perspective. And yeah. Okay, final thing on Ellen DeGeneres. That motherfucker has not even donated money.
Has she not?
No, not a single penny.
But what if it's, like, not public?
Okay, you're telling me that a celebrity is going to donate money and it's not.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who've done it privately.
Let me.
I think.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You think Ellen DeGeneres is going to donate money and not make it public?
Fair enough.
Exactly, because, like, every, like, celebrity now, celebrities are, like, Premier League stars. Everyone's coming together, like, pooling resources, being like, let's fund this,
Yeah.
But yeah, she just agitates me so much. If you're an Ellen DeGeneres fan, just look into the things that she's done, and then reevaluate if you want to be an Ellen DeGeneres fan. That's my.
Okay. Now that we're done with the grim shit, let's get into the funny, I guess, the fun stuff that we have.
Trump mining the moon. No.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see the order that was passed where he's like, Russia is privatizing the moon, so he's passed, like, a bill or something.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
I need to check this. I don't know if how accurate this is, but I need to check this. I need to fact check this. But either way, don't take that as our word.
No, dude, I'm here on Sky News. Trump takes a break. Hold on, fuck. What happened to that thing? Trump takes a break from coronavirus crisis to sign order for US to mine the moon. The
No
president
fucking
turns
way.
his focus to what Russia says may be an attempt to privatize space.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay, that they can read into themselves. Okay.
Wow. But yeah, either way, we decided that, we're all about education here. We're really not. But in a time like this, I feel like we we need a lot of useless facts that we don't really know what we should do with. So what we did was we went on the internet and we picked two random facts each, or one each, whatever, depending on how much time we have. And we're gonna say them out, and we're gonna discuss the absurdity of them. So, if you want to, you can. If you want to start, you can start.
I didn't have any.
Wow, this is the level of professionalism we're dealing with here.
Okay, listen. Okay, hear me out. Okay.
Where is your agent?
Okay, listen.
I need to speak to.
Hear me out. Think about. Okay, I'm going to throw you a topic. Okay, think if this is a more interesting topic. That WhatsApp has decided to limit message forwarding to tackle misinformation.
Yeah, 50 people per. That's still a shit ton of forwards, though.
Bro, you know how many forwards I receive about like how garlic water
you actually receive that's sad, bro.
Dude, man, like
I'm out of all those. I have completely exited all those groups.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this article. I don't even think it has anything to.
Okay, fine. Wait. Let me tell you. No, we're going back to coronavirus. You see, I don't want any.
But we have to. We're not talking about it itself. We're talking about things dictated by coronavirus, which is everything right now.
Yeah. Okay, but okay, fine.
Or do you want to talk about how 5G is causing coronavirus? Let's dig into that conspiracy theory.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
I read that somewhere.
Dude, I know.
Okay, my favorite conspiracy theory was this one, where hold on, my mom sent it to me. I was talking to her, right, and she was like, oh, on the group, on like one of the family groups, like someone sent like this whole thing about how like the virus was made in a Chinese lab so that China can control the world. There's this whole like and then there was a whole here. So how to dominate. So this is the way it starts, right? How to dominate the world quickly, the great Chinese stage. Create a virus and the antidote. Spread the virus. A demonstration of efficiency, building hospitals in a few days. After all, you were already prepared with the projects, ordering the equipment, hiring the labor, and the water and sewage network, and prefabricated building materials, and stocked in an impressive volume. Caused chaos in the world, starting with Europe. Quickly plastered the economy of dozens of countries. Stopped production lines in factories in other countries. Cause stock markets to fall and buy companies at a bargain price. Quickly control the pandemic in your country. After all, you were already prepared. Lower the price of commodities, including the price of oil you buy on a large scale. Get back to producing quickly while the world is at a standstill. Buy what you negotiated cheaply in the crisis and sell more expensive what is lacking in countries that have paralyzed their industries. After all, you read more Confucius than Karl Marx.
Jesus. Okay, can I tell you something? That is a lot more well thought out than a lot of other conspiracy theories I've read.
Yeah, no, it is a lot more. It is a lot more thought out. But can you imagine how ridiculous your thinking must be to actually accept this as even close to being a fact?
Listen, man, no shady shit happens. What if? Okay, I'm bought into this conspiracy theory. This is my new conspiracy theory. China.
Okay, let's hear it.
No, I'm like the one you just shared.
China, okay.
Okay, I thought China created a virus to stop the Hong Kong protests. But turns out it was to control the whole world. Man.
They took it a step further, man. They're
Yeah.
like, you know what? Even if we stop this Hong Kong bullshit, yeah, the rest of the world will still be on our ass. Let's just release it to the rest of the world.
The 5G one is still the most ridiculous one. I saw this Instagram.
Which one?
The 5G towers.
Oh, right.
I saw this Instagrammer and she posted like 3 whole like clips of like just her discussing how like 3G came out and like something happened and then 4G came out and then something happened and now it's like 5G. She's like we should all just stop buying phones and all that crap and I was like Jesus Christ.
Where did you record this video on?
It was on Instagram.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did you record? Like, I'm asking that person who recorded the video or whatever.
The Instagram live.
Like, how did she? Exactly. So she has a phone and motherfucker is telling us to not use phones.
Yeah, but like maybe she doesn't have a 5G phone. Listen, we just need to start getting serious about 5G. First, it's
wait. In what was it? Was it in the UK where people were like breaking 5G towers?
I'm not sure.
But I know I read this somewhere, but it's either in the UK or the US where they were going and actually like burning down 5G towers.
Yeah, I torched in the UK.
Yeah. Burning down 5G towers because they think that it's actually the threat. How fucking stupid.
You know, when I read stuff like that, I think about like, you know, there's this Twitter thing that came out recently where British Americans were making fun of British people like through the accents.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
This is what I kind of think is like British people like we make fun of Americans, but man, sometimes
you're equally stupid. They're equally stupid as well.
Like you know, we made fun of Trump, and then they voted Boris Johnson in.
Boris Johnson.
So like, at some point you have to realize, you know, we're just like maybe alike. And you know, people will argue that only the old people voted for like, you know, Boris Johnson, but then you're like, then that might be the same case in America. But we just kind of take America as a collective stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, that is not the case in America. Like, you have a lot of young people who actually voted for Trump.
Mm-hmm. I
know a few people who actually voted for Trump.
Like, they're your friends?
No. I just know them.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I don't vote.
You don't want to be on the end of my celebrity attack, dude.
I can't vote. What do you mean, did you vote?
Ellen DeGeneres literally just lost her show because of me. And you're telling me you want to get on my bad side. Why?
I didn't vote. What do you mean?
Why do you have no principles?
For you to abuse me like this, you would have to have concrete proof that I voted, which you don't, because I didn't vote. Because I can't vote.
Why can't you vote?
I'm not a US citizen.
So? Okay, I was just trying to irritate you, but I realized it was just leading to like awkward silences. So let's just drop that.
I'm dead.
I was trying to go through this whole thing, where I irritate you.
Listen, man, I have built up a tolerance
to coronavirus.
To this.
Okay.
Probably that as well.
Yeah.
At this point, like, you know, the thing is like, what if we have already contracted it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But the fact that maybe we're asymptomatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've contracted it and everything, but like we don't know that we have it because like the people who we've come into contact with have not got it.
Yeah.
Or like because we have minimized contact completely.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one else has got it. So, like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but like all I'm trying to say is maybe we have it and we don't know. And
okay.
You know?
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you've got it and you like your body is cured it. So everyone is like, holy shit, this guy has like, you know, the potential to the vaccine and the cure. So scientists come up to you and they're like, we want your body like to learn and study. And they're like, and they take some blood, okay, and they're like, fuck, we found out how to like make a vaccine, but we need more of the components from your blood.
Right.
Would you be ready to sacrifice yourself for the greater good of the world?
So they don't need my blood, they just need me.
Yeah,
they need my life.
They
basically.
need your life, they need your body.
What the fuck?
And they will then cure it based on.
I don't think that works. It works that way.
In my hypothetical situation, it
they
does.
need you need a live, like a live person, so that I can at least continue producing more blood.
Okay, listen.
In my hypothetical situation, would I die to save everyone else?
Yes, simple as that.
Yes.
You would do it.
I would do it.
Idiot. No, I'm joking. You should absolutely do it. Man, I feel like
for the greater good.
For the greater good.
For the greater good. I feel like, but then at the same time, you always have like, maybe you want to do it, but like, will the people around you allow you to do it? Yeah. You always have that one or two like selfish people, or like not selfish people, but one or two people who are just like, I would rather, you not die.
You mean
than,
your parents?
like,
you mean everyone's parents?
I don't know if like parents, because sometimes like parents can be like reasonable, like they'll be like, okay, like I get why you want to do this, right?
Yeah.
But there's obviously like, for example, you either like have a close friend, or like your significant other, or maybe even like some people's parents. They'd just be like, you know what, I would rather have you alive and everyone dead, or than you dead and everyone else alive.
Okay. I totally get what you're trying to say. And I know you value my opinion the most, and you think I'm going to be the one who tells you not to do it. And I know,
feel like you'd be the first person.
But I am telling
you know what? Do it. Just do it. I feel like you'd be the first person to rat me out. You'd be like, this motherfucker has a cure.
Listen, no. I know you're worried about how I'll continue after you. And you're worried about the Amai-sized hole you'll leave in my heart.
Who is going to do the intros to this podcast?
Don't worry. For your sacrifice,
I have watched enough of the old episodes to know that you cannot do an intro to save your life.
Okay, listen. For your sacrifice,
and to prove that, I'm going to put all the intros that you've done.
I'm trying, as much as you're irritating me, I'm trying to see you as the hero that you are, and I want to tell you that yes, you should go ahead and in the name, in your name, like for your sacrifice, WAT network will be no more.
What?
Or you know what I'll do? I know what I'll do. I will.
What?
Okay. In your name, start a big cat zoo, and then get straight people to marry me for meth.
Bro, that show is insane. I could not go past the first episode.
Dude.
I was like, this is too much.
It is the strangest, most interesting documentary series I have watched. Holy mother of God. It is so fucking wild.
For me, who have not watched it, but I've had it pretty much almost spoiled entirely, what is the appeal behind it? Like, okay, I get the absurdity, or not appeal, like just describe it to me.
Okay.
Describe it to me in the best way that you can.
Because nothing in that show, no one, there are people who are less evil than others, obviously, because they're like straight pieces of garbage in that show, and the people who are like not good, they're like on more of the bad side, but there's no like good person in that. Like, there are people who think they're doing good as well, but they're really not. Like, for example, like, Carol Baskin, right? Like, something I wondered throughout that whole show, she wants like cats to be free and everything. And like,
she keeps them as captive.
And I'm like, hold on.
I saw that and I'm like, what the fuck?
And like,
is this?
No, and like, I was really so confused about it. And I'm like, listen, if she killed her husband or not, like that's something completely different.
That's subjective.
Yeah.
Everyone has a
Yeah.
different
You
opinion.
know what? If you get away with killing someone that well, good on you.
Fair enough.
enough.
Yeah.
Good. Well done. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're telling me you're all about cats, okay? And like if you go
Yeah.
in, like you realize that she like doesn't like she has straight up like brainwashed people to like I will say she's very impressive. Like I kinda respect her. That she has brainwashed
Yeah.
people to the fact they'll work for 5 years for her and do everything and not get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some hardcore brainwashing.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's a thing she did?
No, that's the thing she does. Like apparently she has volunteers who do all the work and they get zero money. Like they're just volunteers.
Oh.
And she's
my
created
God.
like this ranking system. So like you go from like apprentice to like, whatever. And like
The top dog.
yeah, to the like, and then like 5 years later you get to it. And I was like, bro, why? Like I don't get why you would do this for like so long. But obviously like think about it, like would you rather be a volunteer for Carol Baskin or would you rather be for like what Doc Antle, who was literally like trying to get girls to have sex with him because he thought he had a blessed penis. Yeah, he was straight up telling girls like his penis would give him enlightenment. He's such a creepy fuck as well. He's the most garbage. And then
Is that the guy who had like who would like on the first episode he rode on an elephant and shit? That's how he made his entrance?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, the guy was like
Okay.
Pagavan.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Benchworth. Motherfucker. Bro, I hate him so. Okay, listen, I hate both the like Doc Antle and what's the other person's name? Like fuck.
Joe Exotic?
Yeah, Joe Exotic. Jesus Christ. But like, and I don't think Carol Baskin is a good person either, but she's definitely not as like. I am also very confused as to how people are so much more focused on Carol Baskin than Joe Exotic or Doc Antle.
Because I feel like Joe Exotic is more like in a weird way. I feel like the charisma that he has, or like the absurdity of his like his persona is more appealing than the like vanilla fucking Carol Baskin.
Okay, still okay. No, what I thought initially, the reason that people were more mad at Joe Exotic or like less mad at Joe Exotic, is because he's in jail and he deserves to be in jail and he's losing his mind in jail.
Right.
So he's already faced the consequences of his action because like he's breaking down and crying and all that shit. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Good for him. Okay. Like so that's why I thought people weren't mad at Joe Exotic because he faced his justice. But still, like you're telling me Doc Antle is out there and you're focusing on Carol Baskin murdering her husband. Come on, get real. Get real. He has a full-on sex cult, or maybe like just having a cult is more acceptable than murdering your husband. I don't know.
Yeah, in a weird way, I think that's a little more acceptable. No, a lot more acceptable. I feel like murder is just
Yeah, I guess
is a different kind of sick compared to like
having a
having a sex cult, because that's still very common.
Yeah, but it's still
and
pretty gross.
Not as much looked. It's subjectively it is pretty gross, but like to some people they're into it. Why not?
Yeah, but like in this documentary, he was like
especially in like in that culture, like the how do you explain it, like the like the enlightenment, like this guy went on like a whole spiritual enlightenment bullshit like journey. Like I feel like it's much more common there than it is anywhere else,
Yeah, I can. Okay, considering how people fall for like religious like like the people for that like preacher in the U.S. who has like private jets and like 300 million, he makes like 300 like. Considering how people can do outrageous things for like someone they like look up to, I guess doesn't seem. But like, man, like I still think there should be like a lot more done to get justice. Like there were a lot of garbage characters in that show. They're all fucking trash. But I still think Carol Baskin.
That is peak America.
But Carol Baskin is the least trash. Like she deserves the least hate. But there's still
amount
so
of
many
hate.
things that she does that I'm like, what the hell? She's like, oh, like how can a criminal, blah blah blah, like like when at a point they like bring in this like drug lord, right? And she was like, well, how can a criminal or whatever like, do like be given cats or whatever, like or be let out?
Yeah.
But then at the
Yeah.
same point, she talks about like how you could have done things in your past, and you can still be a changed person. So I was like,
Right.
I guess like
She's the biggest
So I
hypocrite
was
in the
like,
world.
I guess his crimes were a lot worse than what you did, but still,
Yeah.
like, there's no saying that he's not a good person anymore, because that's the whole
Yeah.
problem, right? Is like people come out of like prison and stuff, and then the biases follow them in every aspect of their lives, and I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
other guy that I'm like defending is a very trash person as well, but yeah.
Who are you
I
defending?
don't know what his name is. He's like a don or something. Like he
Oh.
sold drugs and shit, killed a person.
Oh.
Apparently, Carol Baskin did the same thing. But yeah, that
Yeah.
cages thing.
Dude, the show is just fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Like incredible in every wrong way of the word. No?
you can really lose some brain cells watching that. But one thing I will never understand is why the fuck is Carol Baskin not just like people have zoos where they rehabilitate and then they try to introduce them to the wild, but this
To the wild,
motherfucker
yeah.
has just kept them in cages. So what? And I saw this really funny meme.
That was the best part of the first episode, right? She was like, yeah, I take them away. And I'm like, oh, she probably has like a really nice conservancy, like a really big park or something like It cuts to a cheetah in a cage and I'm like, what is this? What the fuck? It's literally the exact, if not worse than what they are doing.
Yeah. And I saw this.
Because some of those cages are tiny as fuck as well for like a big, whereas like those other guys, like at least they have like a big, it's kind of like a slightly large enclosure for them.
Yeah. No, I mean like I was very confused, and I saw this really funny meme where it was like me trying to find out like the difference between like Joe Exotic putting an animal in a cage and Carol Baskin putting an animal in a cage. I was like, yeah, I don't.
And is it the one with the Zach Galifianakis and he's doing like
No,
math
you know that
calculations?
woman with the sunglasses like bending down and like squint like through the like looking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that. It's gorgeous. Well, yeah, that show is so fucking strange, man. Like, I have so many conflicting feelings. I hate it, and I will still say this. I stand by it. Like, Carol Baskin deserves the least hate out of all of them.
Yeah.
She can be the person that she is.
It's like watching a train wreck, right?
Yeah.
Like you hate every second of it.
Yeah.
But you don't want to stop watching it.
Yeah. And like, yeah, no, that's fair. And I mean, like, at some points, like, yeah, it's also really fishy. Like the person, like the husband she killed, was like a 40-year-old guy hitting on a 19-year-old. So there are all these aspects. But
oh my, even the husband is an ass.
dude, trust me, I went through that thing and I had so like, you know how you like I hate this person, and then you're like, no, I hate this person. You just go through it hating everyone. Like when I found out Carol Baskin murdered her husband, it was like the mom and the daughter were like, oh my god, our dad is dead, blah blah blah, and then you find out he's like a 40-year-old person who picked up Carol Baskin from the side of the road. And bro, it was the strangest fucking meeting. So she was walking down the road because she had been gotten married off to a dude. So she got into a fight and she's walking down the road. And then this guy comes and he's like, do you want to talk? And she's like, no. So he goes around the block and comes back. Goes around the block and comes back. Goes around the block and comes back. And then this time when he comes back, there's a gun. And he's like, you can hold a gun to me, but I just need someone to talk. And then they go and hook up. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the actual fuck am I watching? I was so mind blown. I was like, you're telling me? Like, holy shit.
What?
Yeah. Dude, I would highly recommend everyone go watch that show. And don't you dare tell me that you don't have the time. You motherfucking have the time.
No, listen. I feel like for me, it's not about actually like having the time to watch it. For me, it's like That I'm already losing brain cells here. I feel like after I watch the show, I am gonna have nothing left
No.
upstairs.
Everyone go. Like, I want everyone to experience the range of hate. You will not like anything, but the range of hate that you will feel for everyone is pretty outstanding.
Okay, I think with that we can finally conclude this episode. We literally touched on nothing that we had planned about on like 5 minutes before the show started.
Carol Bus.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this week's, month's, years,
days.
days at this point episode of the WAT podcast. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.